All right, we are back here for the other ace side matchup. This is Chris Balderson. Change some names here real quick. Chris Balderson, 431. Versus Zach Downs. Don't know why I just did that, but we'll go back to the main screen. Sorry, Balderson's a 482. Apologize for that. It's not going to really fit in the graphic there. Pretty hard break there for that. Some names in here. Right. Starting to get close to the end here. Down to about 12 left, 10 left, somewhere around there. Drew that back just a little too much. It's a nice try there at the safe. Oh, we took the magic rack off. I do it to make Teresa happy. It's most likely going to get safe or just be a tough combo. Oh, actually fell out good. He might be able to come across the face of this ball. A little bit of left-hand English. Hit the ball square. Come across and kiss the 9 in. Hit it just a little too full. Should be able just to pop this in the side, kind of draw it down for the 8. There you go. That's a tough one. I think he's got it. He's got the shot on it though. And the overhead there. He's got room to cut it. He just has to make sure he gets his cue out of the way. Has to not double hit the shot. Hit it pretty good. Oh, there it is. All right, rack 1 is complete. All right, match number 1. First Balderson up 1-0. And race to 5. Now breaking in rack number 2. Nice break there. Made 2. I'm sorry, made 1, not 2. Clear shape on the 1. Winner of this goes at a hot seat against Noah title. Two for 1 special there. We have another finish over there. David Cope. Just beaten Bruce Brush. It's 4-2. That'll put Bruce in. Knock Bruce out of the tournament. That'll put him in, I believe, in the money. Top 16, yes. Be right back, folks. Gotta hand out an envelope. Oh, Chris missed that shot. Could have taken a 2-0 lead here. Gives Zach an opportunity to tie it up 1-1. Zach's playing the cross side bank here. I think he kind of wanted to come from behind it. I just believe he just hit the wrong spot on the ball. Chris Balderson makes it 2-0 and erase the 5. All right, rack number 3. Zach the break. Makes it 2 in the corner. Does not have a clear shot on the 1. Definitely going to be kicking here. We're playing the push shot. Guys, if you could please like and share the stream, that would be fantastic for us. Also, don't be afraid to interact on the comments with us. We're sitting here talking, listening to everybody. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what you like. Zach's going to push out here, looks like. Maybe tie that 3 up. I think Chris should give it back to him. Yeah. There is a safe here. You could play the, essentially the 1 pocket shot. Leave the cue ball down at the other end of the table. Not sure. I don't think you can hit it fully square. Hit the 1 pocket shot. I think that's going to give him. See the overhead here. There's a shot option here with a slight little jump. Good try on a jump shot. Makes contact, doesn't leave him anything really square to hit at. It's exactly him. Try and leave him tough. I think Chris just called. Chris called a 9 and would be, excuse me, what would be our top right corner. We have another finish here. Julio Delatorre has beaten Joe Pressey. And we got Teresa back.
What?
I said, and we got Teresa back.
Oh, good. I get on my soapbox sometimes and like to deliver inspirational speeches.
Vlogging will continue until morale improves.
So that's what we did. Why are there all these comments now? Frank, hi Frank. Thanks for the quick response. You're welcome. Glad things are working now.
I'll be right back. I have to go hand out an
Well,
envelope.
please don't leave. Don't leave me. Wait. Before you go. Which one's Zach? The guy in the polo?
Chris Balderson is at the table.
Oh, it's Chris. He plays with Joss, right?
Yes. And
Yeah,
Zach
I
is,
had a
Zach
conversation
is
with him
a member.
earlier. Yes. Okay, cool. All right. Well, if he gets on the other side of the floor, good. But he likes to play safe, which I completely agree with. You make it as difficult as possible, but I do believe Zach.
Joe Bassetti. Let's see. How many does Julio need to get to the finals? I'll tell you in 1 second.
Joe, you backing him?
So Julio is in 8th place right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4 wins gets him to the finals.
Who's Julio playing in the loser side?
Julio is waiting for the winner of David Cope and Alan Wong,
Oh, I see.
and I believe we are going to be sending that out right now.
Okay, let's go. Joe Bassetti, appreciate you and all you do for pool, buddy. You know what? I
Yeah,
already.
guys, if you ever get a chance, take a look at Joe Bassetti's page, Pool Players Care. Joe does a lot for his community.
Sure does.
Runs tournaments for charities, local schools, kids. There needs to be more people in pool like Joe.
Absolutely. You know what I'd love to do? I'd love to go deliver a check with him one day. Just, I don't know, just to see the happiness that he probably delivers to people.
Yeah.
You know? He did something recently for police and delivered baskets.
Yeah.
And like just to be there and just to, even if it's one person there, like I don't care. I just want to see them smile, you know, because obviously it's for people that don't have the easiest lives or circumstances.
Absolutely.
It's just incredible. I love it. You're welcome, Joe. You deserve it.
Possible combo here on the 9.
I heard Joe hasn't been playing well, though. I figured he'd be in this
Just
tournament
snapped off
today.
a tournament a couple weeks ago. What do you think?
Yes, he did. It was the cue ball chip tournament, right? Yeah, I saw.
That's actually one of my favorite tournaments. I'm not
I
a
do
big
like
chip
it.
tournament guy, but
Yes.
I love going to Brad's tournament.
I do too. I love when Brad has to yell at people for hitting balls during the Calcutta, which
Yeah.
I'm sure you experienced.
You know what kills me about that? Like, well, just about Brad's tournament. Like,
What?
I played pretty well.
Go ahead.
I never cashed in that goddamn tournament.
Really?
No.
Wait. Oh, I came in second one. No,
Never
second,
cashed.
second, and fourth. I came in that
I actually
tournament.
texted. I was thinking about texting him one time and just sending him like a couple hundred and saying, "Listen, put me in for the tournament. Put me in for 100 for the break and run pot. If my
Right.
number gets called, just call me and I'm on my way."
Yeah,
Like,
and you got like one
I don't
chip left
care
by
about
the
the
time you play.
tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
I make 2 pulls on the break. I make more than the guy who won the tournament. I'm
I
in.
like that. You know what though? I think I've played 3 or 4 times. Every time I go there, I do stupid shit.
That's exactly what it is.
That's
like,
it. It's. I played last night in the chip tournament at South Jersey Billiards.
yeah.
I sucked.
Actually,
just
so I
did
played
so
in that
bad.
one for my first time like 2 weeks ago, and I think he only gave me like 3 or 4 chips. And it was
What?
tough. Yeah, it was tough.
I get 7.
It was tough. I lost 3 racks and never shot a ball.
Really?
Break and run. Somebody had a 4-9 combo and somebody had a 6-9 combo. I never
What
shot
the
a ball.
hell? Oh man, that's the worst. I get that though because I had Mark Noonan broken ran at me last night.
Yeah.
And I played this guy, and it's always the biggest tool in the room that I play, right? And like I break dry, and he's got like, let me just make the 1 ball, and then the 2-9 is staring you dead in the face, like you have to be half a zombie in order to miss the ball. And then he walks up to me like, "Oh, good game." Oh, you know what? He shook my hand. And when I won the flip. It was the preference was a flip, right? So I won the flip on heads, and he shakes my hand and says, "Good luck." He squeezes my hand so hard, I could still feel him like squeezing my hand when I'm getting the balls out from the table, and I'm like, "Was that really necessary?" I go outside to smoke my vape. You know what? I still feel like his hand is crushing my soul. I'm like, "What is going on here?" I don't know. All right, back to work.
We're down into single digits now for matches left.
Ooh.
72.
What time is it?
It is 8:15.
8:15.
We started our first match around 11:30.
Watch that.
And 72 people in the tournament today.
That's a well-run tournament,
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Frank. Good for you. I like this guy's style. I think,
He's playing real smooth.
yeah, he is. Very smooth.
Watch
Not
it go through.
afraid. Yeah, he's not afraid. He's like, rail.
Chris Balderson is a 482 Fargo,
Okay.
and
Well,
Zach is a 431.
watching Zach right now, sit in the corner. If everybody knows Zach, or maybe if he listens to it later, he's kind of fidgety, like changing his foot back and forth from one side
I
to
am
the other.
too. I
Are
move
you?
around. Yeah, I move around a lot.
You don't feel like you could play better if you just like sat still?
No. Well, I have ADD, so I can't. Ever
Yeah,
sit
I do
still.
too. But I feel like when I can get into myself and start breathing and just watching and being objective and
Yeah.
whatever, it's better. So,
So Balderson makes it 3-0 this wreck,
Yep.
and we're gonna pay some bills here real quick. Some of our sponsors.
ooh,
Obviously, we talk about this one most of the time today. Trophy Smack. I wish I had the belt with me today. Unfortunately, it's 1 day behind in shipping.
oh,
We're supposed to be here today. We'll be here tomorrow.
out of my
But I can
leg.
show you a really cool picture of it, graphic. So Trophy Smack is going to be the official sponsor of the PA State Championships. And everybody that wins the
Oh,
Pennsylvania State Championship this year will get one of these. No two belts will be alike. The
Ah.
colors will all be different.
really?
There will be a camo option. Somebody's going to get a snakeskin one. Somebody's going to get an alligator skin one.
Did you talk to Joe Bassetti from where he got his belt?
I did not, but I saw his. They're actually really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I just want a belt. I think a belt's so much cooler than a trophy. I'm just saying.
there can be double champions this year. So I guess,
Double?
like we were saying, so you could win the women's event.
Yes, I
You
could.
could play the men, or you can play the open and win that. You'll be a double champion. You'll have two.
I feel like this is a dare.
You won't. You won't.
Challenge accepted.
Thanks.
Let's
on the
go.
list.
Can you sign me up right now? Can I? How do I prepay?
I'm actually working on getting a website set up,
Oh, we like a good website.
and there will be an auction.
Ooh.
So for this particular event, there will be no raking of the auction. There will be an admin fee,
Okay.
but that is it.
Hey, look, Frank. I don't care what you do as long as you're transparent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, as far as tournament directors go, you tell me what you're doing. And if I decide to play in the tournament, then I can't say, yeah, you have to be.
And
'Cause-
the other thing that not to cut you off, the other thing that we're very excited about is we're doing a juniors, Pennsylvania State Juniors Championship.
When?
That'll be December, I believe that's December 12th.
I'm commentating that
You are. That's fine.
for sure.
Because
Thank you.
I know the juniors have the Puerto Rico
Oh,
tournament
yeah.
this year. They also
That
have
could be really good exposure for them.
the JIC tournament.
Absolutely. We need to
And
like stream as many matches as we
I-
can out of
I-
that.
So I actually really want to get a big juniors tournament. I want to get close to like 80.
I would love
and I want
that.
to do. I'm going to talk to some junior parents. I'm thinking maybe doing a male and a female division. I'm not
Yeah.
sure where I am with that. I'm not sure
Okay.
if there's enough for each one. Or I might
That's
just do an
tough.
upper or an upper and a lower.
Hey, it's hard. Okay,
Like
so
a-
I'm thinking about
like
it
a
right now.
14 to 18.
Yeah.
And then a 13 and below.
I'm thinking about like pool nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm trying to like separate it. I think I'm 40 now, but I didn't have
Yeah,
the
but-
chance to play pool or I wasn't in that environment when I was a kid. But I think that there's a lot, I would say almost the same amount, I'd venture to guess, female junior players
Yeah.
as male players.
Good.
I think it's like a culture. So separating it out, like
we have
I
a
get
we have a
that.
jump shot
Ouch.
possibility here. Let's see what we got first. Huh? This is Chris's third jump shot. He's hit both of them so far. Hit that
He
one
hit that
square.
ball good. He did. Oh, he's gonna get lucky.
Suck in on it. He gets it.
Yeah. That's
So,
lucky
well,
shot.
see, I'll be honest with you. I have zero experience really with the juniors.
Yeah. For me, okay.
So I've reached out to some moms like Rachel Moran, Skylar Hess's
Yeah.
mother, Mrs. Marion, I believe Haley's mom.
Okay.
But that's about as far as I've gotten so far. 'Cause I wanted
Priscilla. I met her down in Roanoke,
see.
Virginia.
My wife thought I was when I explained it to her why. She kind of looked at me like I get it. Like I didn't want to message the juniors directly.
No, I get that.
A
I get that.
41-year-old man and a 14-year-old girl's DMs is not a good situation I need
Yes.
to be in. So I need to talk to parents.
Agree.
Get the parents here and go from there.
This is how I feel about it. I don't want separate. I make a clear stance on this. I'm thinking about like my opinion. And I try to
Yeah.
stay like down the middle of the road, but as very selfishly, I want No split division.
No split.
No, because I want the female junior players to grow up in an environment where they're equal.
Okay, so when you're saying no split, you're saying no gender split.
No gender
What
split.
about age split though? 'Cause a
Age split's
17-year-old, I
important
think a
because I think
17-year-old
that
player is more advanced than
yeah.
than
And if you
some
get a
9-year-old
12-year-old
players.
player, I think Savannah Easton, super young.
She's 13.
She's 13.
Yeah.
So you get a player like that can beat everybody, and she wants to come and play. Then so be it. Like good for
Yeah.
you for your age. You know what I
Well,
mean?
like I'll take Ethan for example. Ethan's going to be 18 in like 2 months, I think.
Right.
Okay.
18 and under.
Yeah. Well, Ethan should theoretically, on paper, bowl over a 9-year-old player, 10-year-old player,
if they
unless that
don't-
player is an enigma.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
But-
like the kid that wears the high shoes.
Oh,
Zoo.
Lino.
Leo. Yes. Leo. Yes.
Oh,
Correct.
that's a great shot. Let's see that replay. Take a look at that. Nice little jump shot here. Zach Downs. That might make the highlight reel that we're going to create
I
this
can't wait
week.
to see this.
Boom, center pocket.
Ooh. Yeah, but you put it on the highlight reel, he better get out. You know what I'm saying?
Disclaimer: if the player did not get out.
They don't go on the highlight reel. I'm not supporting that.
Nah.
I'm sorry, I can't.
But so like I said, when it comes to like someone like Lino, Leo, and everything like that, like
Yeah, him.
he's an enigma type player. I just
Okay, go on the highlight reel.
I don't want to. I don't want to destroy the children's confidence. I want to make sure that they have a good division for themselves. I'm not saying everybody's going to get a participation
You
trophy.
want it to be competitive.
Exactly.
Yes, agree. But as
But
a
I mean-
tournament director, you make a call that Lino, maybe he's got to play with the 15-year-olds.
Yeah, see, that's what I don't agree with.
See, but you kind of have to.
Why? Why? Because if he's better than everybody else, does he
Because
have
you
to?
want, like, let's say he's 9. You want the 9 and under players to be encouraged to still play. It's hard. It's hard. It depends on the age for me. Hold on one sec. Yeah, this time it's warm out.
So this conversation actually could snowball here slightly.
I don't know. Yeah, I get that. I
So
don't,
see, I also look at it like
you
things
want to give them something to aspire to.
not even that. Like, I don't believe everybody's parenting is different. I'm not a parent. I will say that straight
Okay.
from the beginning. I am not a parent.
Okay.
I just grew up and was taught that if you want something, you have to work at it. There is no handing it, getting a handout. There are people
Yes.
better than you at things.
Yes.
That's why you need to practice and get better, and no matter what you do. Somebody could always be better than you.
Okay.
But
Realistically,
I don't know if I
but-
believe in separating someone like Lino from a 10-year-old junior player.
Yeah,
They're going to run into each other anyway at other tournaments.
sure.
So why soften it?
Well,
Because let's just say that
Yeah.
10-year-old player just comes in and has a
because
great
when it comes to kids, right? So you tell he plays for hours a day with his father, who plays
Sure.
very well.
yeah.
So the other kids that don't have the same access to that, they don't have a pool table in their house. They don't have.
But here's where I can go with that.
Yeah.
So let's just say that 10-year-old kid comes in, has the day of his life, and wins the tournament. But,
Day of his life.
but Lino didn't play in it. Then there's he only won because Lino wasn't there.
Oh, there's I
There's
can't.
an excuse
yeah,
for
there
everything. There's a backup for
everything. Yeah.
You know,
Okay, so then you just have to say you're going to do it by age, and that's it. And if you want to
it has to
be better, do better.
Exactly. Like,
Okay.
Now I am.
I'm here for that too.
There are
I
gonna be
also
some
have a
players-
9-year-old though, and I know how my that's the part
it's
that's
the
tough for
part.
me.
Exactly.
Is I know that if he walked into, he's like, "Mommy, I didn't even have a chance," and he's playing Lino, and I'm like, "Well, I guess you have to do better." Now, as a parent, I gotta allow my kid to play 8 hours a day and not
Exactly.
do
Like-
homework because he got beat by Lino. I don't know. It's tough. I totally get it though. But if you know what, if you have somebody that's exceptional for their age, they should be allowed to win. It just because it's easy for them doesn't mean it's easy,
True.
So they should be allowed to play whatever they want and like just steal it. I would have loved to have been a kid that was like 9 years old that could just steal other 9-year-olds' money. Like I feel like that would have been nice at least. All right, so it looks like the score here is 3-1. Let me get that updated. Sorry, folks. I got it. Chris with 3, Zach with 1. So we kind of got off on a tangent there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. We were
Zach, I imagine, is
so
kind
because
of...
I mean that question could also
No, it's
get
a good
pushed
question.
over into the amateur pro situation. We hear all the time about people, even this year at the expo, some players.
And you know what? Honestly, whatever point you want to argue, I could argue the opposite. We can go back and forth for
all day.
hours.
We can both make counterpoint on it every time.
Every time.
Just out of curiosity, what is your opinion of what a pro player is?
It's really hard to define like with a number because I personally feel like I've seen players that are rated 580 that could keep up. Like I played Mike Davis at Streetlights, right?
Yeah.
And I know how he plays, and he's a 750, and I had my damn opportunities. So if I could have my opportunities and like keep up with him,
Yeah.
then really what clearly defines it? Like because I could be a pro on any day, but not most days, you know? So it's like, okay. I mean, they say like pro 720.
But
I don't
know if I can
agree.
agree with an
No, I don't.
arbitrary number.
I can't either.
That
it,
defines what a player.
if you can't, okay.
So
if I had
I'll use Lucas Werner as an example.
I've commented on his matches,
Lucas
and I
was
think
down
he's a
here
good
a couple
example.
weeks ago.
Yes.
Lucas played fantastic.
I watched him play in that tournament. He came second in Virginia. I lived
Yeah.
like 10 minutes from there.
And he also
The Bob,
so that within that
Bob
week and a
Stocks.
half, he came in second in Bob Stocks. He
Yep.
came in first in Mayan.
Yep.
And he won the pro-am at the expo.
Yep.
Okay. Lucas is not a pro player.
I'd argue that. I would highly argue that if you can get up to the table, right? If every time you
Where does Lucas
here's my
get his
definition.
paycheck from?
That's bullshit.
That's not.
Just because you get and that's subjective. Because I could make, let's say I'm a private investor and I make.
Where does Bryce Harper get his paycheck from?
I don't know.
Bryce Harper is center fielder, or right fielder for the Phillies. He gets his paycheck from the Philadelphia Phillies. He's a professional baseball player.
Okay.
Okay, if
Yeah.
just going to use a
We got good on this ball.
if
Yeah.
Joe Smith has to get up and go to his plumber job every day,
Okay.
he is not a professional pool player.
Okay. All right. Let me knock this right out of the park right now. You ready?
Sure.
So I'm a private investor. I get up every day and spend 10 minutes trading stocks and make $1 million a year. So if I don't make $1 million or more a year in pool, then I'm not a professional.
There's no arbitrary. Well, see, the way I look at it is that you're getting paid to play.
Okay.
Professional is someone who gets paid to play. I'm not a professional pool player. I run a pro-am company,
Yeah.
and I run an amateur company. But I get paid to watch pool. I get paid to run tournaments.
Yeah.
But I don't get paid to play. He's not going to get checked from Predator to go play in their events. He's not going to get checked from Tasker
Yeah.
and McHughes.
Yeah.
You might sponsor somebody and put them in a tournament,
Yeah.
but you're sponsoring. That's the big words there.
Oh,
They're not
it's
getting
so
paid.
hard for
You're not
you.
writing them a check every week,
Okay.
right? Like Ethan is a sponsored player for you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you write Ethan a check every week?
No.
Okay. So Ethan is not a pro player. And you can apply that to any
But
player.
he doesn't make any money because he's a student. So if I wrote him a $5 check every week, he'd make more playing pool than he does anything else. And now we're going to consider him a pro player.
That's where the subjective portion
That's
comes
what
in.
I'm saying. It's rough. Sharia, I hope I said your name right. Sharia Lareeds James. She says, I want to be good enough to play one of these tournaments. You are.
Snoop, you could have played in this. This is like a Snoop's. That's her nickname. She's
Snoops?
actually our shirt girl. She does all of our PA Pro-Am shirts.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's awesome. These shirts are great. I
Snoop,
love
this was
them.
APA. I would say like APA 6 and below, 5.4s. You know, there's
could-
no player like my speed, Russian Kenny speed in this tournament, at least on paper.
All you got to do is make balls, honestly.
Yeah.
If you could just make balls.
And to be honest with you, girl, to get into these tournaments, you just got to get in. There is no, I don't think I'm good enough, because if you always think you're not good enough, then no one's going to
No.
ever think you're good enough.
Nope. And
a
you
shot
have
at
to
it.
you have to get in these tournaments
This is a
to understand
$70
what's
tournament.
needed
You and
to
I have
play
done
in
a lot
them.
worse with $70 at a bar, at a restaurant. You know, I've blown $70 on a lot of things.
It's a jersey.
Exactly.
It's a good jersey.
Extension for a pool cue.
Stupid shit. I brought a vape the other day, and all I do is smoke these disposable ones.
That's
That was
the same with my
$80
wife,
out of the
yeah.
pocket. Yeah. I was like, let me be cool, puff some smoke.
I always tell everybody, if you don't have the confidence in yourself, no one will have the
No,
confidence in you.
no one will. That's the truth. That's the truth.
So
What? Why
we're
are you
just,
looking at me
we're
like
just
that?
going to agree to disagree on the
I don't know what
professional.
point you want to agree on.
I
I believe it's completely subjective.
I don't believe that a player, if a like, so I'm going to use the Expo, and I'm not
Okay.
hating on the Expo. I think CC and Alan do a great job, and
Are we talking
they,
about the women's portion or the men's
the
portion?
men's portion or the
Yeah.
open portion?
Okay.
you know.
All right. We can talk about
They
it.
kicked out a bunch
All
of
right.
players that were 725s and above
Yep.
because they've placed or won an pro amateur tournament.
Yeah.
And I understand their standpoint. It's their tournament. They have to maintain the sanctity
It's in
of
the
it.
rules.
Okay.
Okay.
But again, I'll go back to the Joe Smith plumber. If Joe Smith's a plumber, but just happens to be really goddamn good at pool,
Let Joe Smith be good at pool and rob people's money.
no. Well, how's he robbing his money? You know his number going in. In this day and age, there's no more hustling in pool anymore.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree
So
with
if
that.
somebody tonight in this pool hall broke and ran 20 in a row, it's going to be all over Facebook tomorrow. Carl Betmore Boom won $228,000.
Yeah.
It's going almost
Yeah.
viral. There's a million
Yeah.
people watching it. Okay, I put it on my page. It had 200 views. So there's no more hustling.
Yeah. No. I
So
agree.
you know what you're getting into going into this tournament. I scouted that list every single day to see who was playing in the pro-am. I knew every player that was in
Yeah.
it.
I looked at the women's list quite a few
Exactly.
times.
As players, we scout.
Yeah.
Okay, I have my options. Do I want to not play, get my money back, or sell my spot?
That's
Or
it.
do I want to take the shot?
Yeah.
I opted to actually sell my spot to Joey Tate because I had a lot going on with PA Pro-Am.
Yeah.
That I was in some business meetings that I felt were very lucrative
Okay.
for us to be
So
in.
that was the decision you
And my
made.
decision was to not play.
fine.
But I didn't care if Shane Van Boning walked into that event. Goddamn right, I'm getting in it.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
I got a chance to maybe knock off a big buck here.
Sure
You know,
thing, especially in a bar box. Are you kidding?
I mean, the odds are it's probably not just going to be me watching
The
for
odds
20
are
minutes.
the odds are forever within your favor.
It'll probably take me longer to rack them than Shane will run them. But
Do you know what game he really likes? Shane Van Boney?
uh,
And I heard this somewhere else. It's not like firsthand knowledge.
he's not really a one pocket player.
Bar box 8-ball.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
I've heard him say that he likes playing on bar box.
He
Yeah.
likes bar box 8-ball.
I actually modeled my break after his.
Do you?
Yeah, I do the swoop,
The swoop.
the swoop and smash.
Where you can hit the light and break it? These $1,000 lights?
Where I could like crack it and make like 4 or
I
5.
got you. Okay.
Or like 8-ball, not like a
That's
10-ball.
impressive.
Like I can't mimic his 10-ball break. But we have one of those brake racks to measure your speed,
Yeah.
and I see these guys get it, and we actually use one every year in our Atlantic City event,
Okay.
and it's so funny. You get these guys up there, these macho like type guys that I mean they roll back and they slam this thing. What shot? Make it's 4-2,
Oh, wow.
and
I
they
really
hammer
like
this
this.
thing, and it's like 18,
Yeah.
19. I stand fully straight up.
Straight.
I don't even move my arm. I use
Okay.
my wrist and I snap, and I'm at like 24, 25. And I have videos of
You
it too.
just did the snap, and
Yeah.
I could totally see
And,
you
and it's just
boom.
like, and the look like,
That's from a misspent youth for
yeah,
you.
they're like, how the hell? They're like, how the hell do you like hit it that hard? I'm like, I've practiced that break.
That's just what you've done.
But that's also the same break that if I'm a millimeter to the left or the right,
Yeah.
that cue ball's sailing.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. You got to get it down. That's
And there's
for
some
sure.
nights after the second break, I'm like, all right, we got to abandon this one.
Abandon
this
ship.
Yeah. We're going back to the 8 on the breaks.
SOS. SOS.
All right, 4-2 going into rack number 7 here.
I'm going to argue with you again.
Sure.
So I don't think you can put a dollar amount for how much somebody makes. Let's put it this way. I would.
No, I never
I would-
agreed on a dollar amount.
No, okay. Before I picked a professional based off their income, I would use their Fargo rate. Like I would like way before I
Well,
got
see,
into the
that's what I don't
argument.
agree on is the Fargo rate.
You don't
Using
li-
the Fargo
I get
rate
that.
against them.
It's not against them. If
I
somebody
believe it
like
is. So those players that got pushed out of the tournament, like Brandon Slazales is one of them.
what the hell was the guy's name? Amin something. He just not this past year, but the year before. I remember watching the APA championship,
Yeah.
and he was a 9.
Well, okay.
went-
if
let
you
me
want to
think.
use APA, we can use Brian Parks as an example,
Okay, Brian Parks, but he doesn't venture out and do anything else other than the APA.
which is right. And that everybody complains, oh, he's a pro.
Amin, the 9, who was also a 720. Okay, I got so pissed off about this, I started researching it.
Okay.
He was ranked like number 21 in the country, playing as an APA 9. He had a race to like 13, or a couple different races. It was 13 or 20. It was a lot against Corey Duell. Took Corey's money, beat Thorsten Holman. Like all these guys playing in an amateur tournament.
And where'd he go to work the next day?
Yeah, that was what they argued. And that's
Exactly.
what the APA puts in their rules is that if you don't make it as your primary
We can
living,
use in this area. I mean, we have some really great players, and For a while there were a ton of people saying that Billy Gallagher is a pro. Billy Gallagher's a cop. He gets up every day, goes to work.
That's a very valid point, and I like that you used him as a reference. Yeah. Yeah.
He goes to work every day.
So
Billy's a fantastic player and a great person.
So then it should be, is that your only job?
Exactly. He's not a pro.
Okay. So if somebody can get good enough in their spare time to get really good at pool, they shouldn't be punished by being classified as a pro.
I don't believe they should be punished.
I kind of agree with you on that, actually.
If they get signed.
I like how that, I said it, but I like how it was said.
If Predator says, hey, here's $100,000 you're playing for us this year. Okay. Then that's a pro player. Shane Van Boening is.
You quit your job to work. Okay,
Shane Van Boening's main source of income for me is being a pro player. Now, Shane gets residuals off of Q-Tech and things like that because he's a pro player.
He lives and dies based off how he plays pool.
Exactly. If Shane Van Boening takes a dive and plays terrible for 2-3 years, he might lose sponsorships. He might lose money. He might have to go to work as a plumber.
I agree.
Okay. That's where I draw the line on it.
But if you get the guy, here's like the gray, all right? You get the guy or girl who makes a lot of money in a short period of time at their job. They do something where they're just like financially responsible. They bring an income in without doing a lot, where they can still play 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
But still, if they lost their sponsorships, have an income, I would say that's the gray, right?
Yeah.
But based on what you said, jump shot. He's getting the replay button ready.
We actually got to comment more on this match. These guys are playing a good match here.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Me too.
We're talking about important stuff.
Oh, God, it's twice. He made it one time and missed it by an inch this time.
They're both jumping well.
Zach jumps the ball real well.
Yeah. I'm starting to see some emotion on Chris's face when I watch him, but he quickly wiped it away. I don't like when people have emotion.
Well, look at Zach. Zach right now is not winning the match. He's down 4-2. He's smiling.
He's having a good time. I love that even more.
Yeah.
Like you sit there, you do what you can with what you got, And Chris is obviously a good player.
So here's one. You're playing a big tournament. You come in second place and you make a bunch of money. Say you come in second place and win $5,000, $10,000.
Right.
Are you upset that you lost the tournament? Or are you happy that you won $5,000?
I win a bunch of money. I don't give a shit. I can be in 8th place. I don't care. But no, I can't say that because I'm still sad I lost.
So what,
like I'll take my money as a consolation, but I want first.
But what's more important to you? Is it winning the tournament or the money?
Well, that's a good question.
So
winning the tournament.
I can personally say for me, it's never about the money.
It's winning the tournament for me too.
I make a good living. I'm happy with my lifestyle the way it is. I like the recognition of winning the tournament.
Me too. If it was about the money and not winning the tournament, I probably would have quit a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like I'm always searching for that quest.
I don't play pool to be
second best.
I don't play pool to make money. I play pool because
you want to win.
It's my high.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I was just talking about this yesterday with a bunch of people at the chip tournament, that there's no better feeling than when you just know what's in your head is going to work.
Yeah.
And that's what we work towards. And really, that's like an element of not thinking, And the more we think, the worse we do. But when you can just let it all go and trust yourself and rely on your good decisions and your demeanor and your knowledge, nothing's better, which is what I hope they do here at the table. If he's playing a 3-ball combo, he's out of his mind. I'm just going to say it. Yeah. Okay? And he's calling it.
He's up 4-2.
And I say that.
He's up 4-2.
I get it, but it's still dumb. And he's going to make it because I said that. It's happened all night.
All day today. It's happened, right?
Jesus.
I think he's playing safe.
Okay.
We're just banking it.
I don't know. One guy's got to shoot over a ball, probably with a bridge.
Do you remember what brought you into pool? Is there a specific time that you were like, I want to play pool? Like, this is what I want to do. I want to like play all the time.
Yeah. Actually, what's real funny is there's a guy in this tournament right now that did it to me.
Really?
Yeah, I was playing. So I started playing again. I won the EP Nationals, the second session I ever played pool on my women's team in 2008. So we won the whole freaking thing, won $10,000, came home. Everything was boring to me, right? So I started playing in tournaments. I met my husband. I got pregnant. I didn't play for 8 years. I started playing again during COVID, and nothing was open, so I started putting myself in tournaments against people I had no
But
business
back up for
playing.
a second. You said you played APA women's, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
But what got you to that point to want to play APA women's?
I was. That's a funny story. I was bowling. I was playing on a bowling team with my boyfriend at the time because he was obsessed with bowling, and he told me to go make my own friends. So there was an attached pool room, and I happened to walk over there, and there was this girl that I met, Lauren, who's my best friend now.
Okay.
Who her daughters are my godchildren.
Okay.
Okay. I walked over to the pool room, and she says, "Hey, you want to play?" I said, "Yeah." And so we just played balls, and I remember the feeling of making the ball, like just hitting the ball and making it, and her saying things like, "Geez, you hit the ball so well. You should be on our team. Like, this could be a lot of fun for you." And then I started like learning the defensive side of it. Like I learned very early on that if I could play safe, I can get ball in hand and make it easier on me.
Yeah.
Because everything kind of seemed difficult. So then I figured that out. And I think that's where I got the hook, where I started thinking, and I learned on full size tables. So when I learned how to play safe on a full size table to where these guys that I were playing, because they used me against all like the upper level guys, right? I was the new girl and I was a 3. And I would play these safes, and it would win the game because I get ball in hand, with 2 balls left, and it was like, okay, here I got. That's what did it.
So I
that
answered
was
this
the
question
passion.
here already. Yes.
Okay.
You do not have to be here to collect the Calcutta.
Oh, sorry. Sunny.
So what was the for me? I was 12 years old.
Okay.
I remember coming home on a Saturday night. Went to a roller skating rink.
Okay.
I literally remember like it was yesterday, clear as day. I was at a roller skating rink. I came home. Saturday Night Live was on. This is
Okay.
back when like Adam Sandler and all them. Were on
Okay.
Saturday
Great
Night Live.
times in Saturday
Okay.
Night Live. Yes.
I forget what the segment was. It was something stupid, but I was switching the channels,
Okay.
and I happened to come across ESPN, and there was a commercial on there for Steve Mizarek's trick shot
Okay.
video, and Mizarek did a shot. He drew. It was a force follow.
Okay.
Was the one like shot
Yeah.
where he banks the ball, force follows, and makes a 9 in the corner, and then he did a shot where he hit the ball, and then he shot the ball in the corner
Chris can
and
get out
drew
here.
it all the way back and
Right.
made the ball in the opposite corner. And it was like he roped me in with
With
that
those
shot.
shots.
Yep.
Oh
And
man.
I knew then that I wanted to
Want to
play,
play
pool.
pool.
I didn't know if I was going to be a pro pool player, but I just
You knew it
that
was going to be a part
like,
of your life.
This is pretty
Here
cool.
you
Like,
are.
look at that. Like I wish I could do that.
That's awesome. Chris is on the hill. He's shooting on the 9-ball. He played that 8-ball real good.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is make this ball. As long as he didn't kill it, there's not a scratch shot. Not a care in the world. Just make the ball. And he does.
There we go. Chris Balderson wins this match 5-2. That'll put him in the hot seat.
Ooh.
That'll put Zach on the B side.
Okay. He's not playing Tobin. He's playing the other person.
Zach,
Somebody else.
let's
There's
see.
6 people left, I guess.
I'll tell you here in 1 second. No, there's about 8 people left.
Is there? That's
Yeah.
good. All right. I got to take a break. See you, folks.